Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, wanakam, good morning. My name is Sharif and I would like to welcome you all to our 41st AGM of UEF and the 7th AGM of UEF Chamber of Commerce. Thank you so much for giving your time.
Allah says in the Holy Quran, "Therefore remember me, and I will remember you. Be grateful to me and never deny me."
In order to have a thundering opening for this, we have a director who is the senior most over here. Well, he leads least introduction as far as this gathering is concerned. He's the secretary of MIASI, which runs the new college and other premium institutes, which has close to 9,000 students. Well, he is a source of inspiration for many others.
It's great to gather to reflect on what we did in the last 1 year, discuss our future endeavors and strengthen the bonds that make us a formidable force in the pursuit of socio-economic upliftment of the community and the society as a whole. The UEF itself, this was founded in 1979 by the visionary, the great visionary I should say, Dr. B.S. Abdur Rahman Sahab, and a group of prominent leaders. I had the very good fortune of being associated with Abdur Rahman Sahab on many occasions, not only in MIASI, even in Crescent and other things, whenever we had common programs. He is one role model for all of us. For me particularly, I could see as someone who represented our community in a very forceful and in a very effective manner and spread the real of what our community is capable of in the South or even in the whole of India. Dr. B.S. Abdur Rahman Sahab was an excellent example of that. Our mission of UEF, rooted in collaboration and foresight, aims to support national growth at 1.5 times the business as usual rate, contributing significantly to an economic value add of 67.5 billion by 2050. Particularly the focus of this group and the focus of UEF today is on education and entrepreneurship. This is a testament to our belief in the power of knowledge and innovation as catalysts for progress.
Just wanted to make a small announcement. I'm sure that you all will know that our director, Dr. Abul Hassan Saab, was elected as the president of Tamil Nadu chapter, Indian Medical Association.
Becoming a leader of this prestigious body of India would enthuse or motivate, encourage people from our community. I also stand before you with a record that I am the first person in the entire country from our community who fought election and became the leader. UEF plays a very major part of bringing our medical college project to this level. We have opened a first phase hospital recently, and we are going to start another hospital, inshallah, by 2024 December, and we will be able to complete the record infrastructure for a medical college. For the past 7 years, we have been pulling, this about the importance of medical college, willing all people to come and support us. Alhamdulillah, it has become almost through. By 2025, inshallah, we will be able to admit MBBS students, and it will become the first medical college from our community in Tamil Nadu state. Thank you all for the support.
In UEF, we generally have a big issue. Normally what happens is that in any meeting, we have some key people who we can put on dais. But when I go and stand here, we could also see all of you are also key people. So each and everybody, see, one key people is also an eminent member who is entering, Janab Razak Saab. So we are in a problem. If you could see, we have all the people, Afzal Saab, Razak Saab, Shabir Saab, Ali Saab, who could be. So such a great, that's the reason, normally we say in UEF that UEF members are strength, our pride. Can we all give a big round of applause for ourselves, the kind of quality of members that we have got. It's truly our strength. Can we all give a big round of applause for all these women who have made it. Thanks a lot. There are people from the colleges. Thank you, all the educational institutes. Patul madam, in spite of having busy schedule, you ensured that you came. All other people, I'm sorry if I'm not able to recollect your names, but you participating over here truly means a lot to us, madam. Thank you once again on behalf of UEF. We also take care of the less unfortunate, poor and needy. To do this role, we have the chairman, for whom the role of chairman is less, but it is more of a heartfelt commitment. He always comes every Friday and ensures that everything in terms of the children homes is being taken care of. Without further ado, I would like to call upon the chairman, Altaf Hussain Saab, to share what are the initiatives they have done. Over to you, Kaka, please.
Dear brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum. You may be aware we have been providing excellent food and accommodation facilities at our children's homes. Our homes have produced many engineers, graduates, postgraduates, teachers and technicians besides diploma holders in various disciplines. Presently, around 70 children are staying in our homes. The children's home at Ottaparam, Thoothukudi remain closed due to lack of support. We are examining whether we can start schools at our homes so as to utilize the assets more purposefully. During the financial year 2022-23, we have sanctioned scholarship about 6.75 lakhs to 92 students to pursue professional and other courses. Last Sunday, we have also conducted a free eye camp at Crescent Hospital, where around 100 patients attended the camp and was well received by the public. We propose to extend financial support to the needy patients for meeting the cost of cataract surgery. Inshallah, we plan to hold such camps in the future as well, to serve the poor and the needy. Dear brothers and sisters, I would request all the members to contribute generously, and Allah will reward you manifold. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.
I would like to call upon Parvez Alam Saab to introduce the chief guest. Over to you, Parvez Saab.
Assalamu alaikum. Good morning to all. It's my privilege to introduce our chief guest of the day today, Mr. Sivaraja Ramanathan sir, who is the mission director and CEO of TANSIM. It is branded as Startup TN. It is the state of Tamil Nadu's undertaking, especially to promote startups. And when Tamil Nadu government founded this Tamil Nadu Startup Innovation Mission, they were looking for a full-time mission director and CEO who should be preferably an entrepreneur and investor and ecosystem enabler and so on. So it is none other than that they have identified Sivaraja sir as part of this thing. And the Startup TN is extremely doing a great job in promoting startup ecosystem in Tamil Nadu. And under his leadership, our Tamil Nadu startups number has reached, I'm very glad to say, more than 6,000 startups now we have in Tamil Nadu. Kudos to Sivaraja sir and his initiative. So without stealing the thunder, now I want to invite Sivaraja sir to talk briefly about startup initiatives. We are aligning with the ASEA strategy of UEF. Now the government has mandated all the institutions to form something called Institutional Innovation Council. This is the mandate from Ministry of Education. Now if you don't form this, you can't get the renewal simply. So that means that as per the record of Ministry of Education, 6,500 institutes in India who got this incubation center. But the thing is, whether you want a namesake incubation center or really you want to do incubation center is the important thing. So earlier, 5 years before, it was voluntary, now it is mandatory. So there is no other option other than whether you farming or not is not issue. So UEF call is to that ensure that you do active incubation center. So I just wanted to say a few lines about what is the impact we have created. So we have funded by 8 union ministries in the last 5 years. With almost 35 crores, we may be probably the fastest growing incubator who got this money. We have 135 startups currently incubated. So just to add the context of the Sajid sir presentation, our startups put together contribute the valuation, what we call in startup valuation, is 1,000 crores now. And our startup have raised a fund of 225 crores
in terms of fundraising together, and they have startups put together have generated employment of 1,300 jobs in the last few years. So these are all some of the impact. And coming to the GDP contribution, which talked about the also our Tamil Nadu as a state is working on 1 trillion vision. So our startups contributed 300 crores of sales turnover, direct contribution to the GDP in the last few years. So our agreement with UEF is called co-incubation partnership. That means an incubation like us, center like us, we will be happy to support another incubation center. That is called mentor-mentee relationship. It's my privilege to thank UEF for the motivation, support, and propagating the agenda of the startups. And then I also want to acknowledge so all this is possible with the teamwork, and this has happened in a crescent very short time because our promoters are truly entrepreneurs. So they understood the entrepreneurship agenda well. So starting from our chairman, Mr. Abdul Qadir, who is already an angel investor, and our director, Mr. Buhari, is here, our management team, our pro-chancellor, Jalal sir, Maulana Masood. So all this, the senior leadership team have contributed a lot. So right now we have 1 lakh square feet of space for us to occupy. And we've opened a branch, apart from our Vandalur, we opened a branch in Madurai, where we got the grant from Minister of MSME. We are opening now new branches in Chennai City Center, inshallah, and Bangalore ETA Mall to access to more ecosystem and network. So we'll be happy to join and maybe learn from each other in this process. Thank you so much.
Good morning to all. Good morning. Thank you. So thanks Parvez sir and the UEF board for having me here amidst your annual meeting or AGM, I suppose. So if you look at the history of human being, how many of you have read the book called Sapiens? Let me take few points from that book Sapiens. So he talks about 3 major revolutions in the history of mankind. History of mankind means from the day one, the man transformed from an animal or chimpanzee. So there is a difference between the chimpanzee, our immediate forefather, and the first man. It's a cognitive ability, the thinking ability. The thought process only, created languages, subsequently created God, subsequently created different earning opportunities, subsequently create religions, and we all know, the plus and minuses of all the creations of man. So this started with the cognitive revolution. So this cognitive revolution is the first revolution in the history of humankind. So the second revolution is again a manifestation or an extension of this cognitive revolution, or an improvised version of cognitive revolution, but they call it a second revolution, happened 12,000 years ago, which is called agricultural revolution. Till then, our forefathers were hunters and gatherers. Their primary focus, primary requirement, primary need is only food, to some extent cloth. And they are not much bothered about the shelter except to safeguard themselves from rain, thunder or something, some storms or extreme heat. So they identified caves and tree sheds or some other safety places. So this is what the basic needs of the man: food, clothing, shelter. That too, clothing and shelter was very, very minimal. Only food was his primary requirement. So he was hunting animals, then subsequently he was gathering fruits and vegetables. This was his lifestyle, almost everywhere in the world, once upon a time. Then at one point of time, the cognitive ability, the thinking ability of the humankind, man, he started thinking of cultivating something. Somebody started there. That is also an innovation. So at one point of time, for a man who is a hunter or gatherer for food, and he started thinking that, why I should run all the time like a nomadic. Let me stay at one place, preferably where water is available in plenty. So he chose the river banks and he started cultivating. That is where the civilization started. This is all very, very common knowledge that every one of us know. It's not nothing, I'm not sharing anything new. Then, like that was the second revolution. The point is that was the second revolution according to the historians. Then the third revolution also, again a step ahead in the cognitive ability, happened 500 years ago, which is we call as an industrial revolution. So people started, slowly people started thinking, building machines, building, then it started, when the man invented the wheel. So subsequently, a lot of things happened. So last 500 years it was intensive, and particularly, it all started with machines, or in engineering domain we call it as mechanical engineering. So subsequently, that the domain, that engineering domain or the inventive domain expanded into various other fields. Then, if people who are in the academic circles and also in the mechanical domain, they categorize this into industry 1.0, industry 2.0, industry 3.0, 4.0, etc. Where the steam engine time is called industry 1.0. Then when electricals and fossil fuel is used by and large is called industry 2.0. The industry 3.0 is there was there was not much fundamental changes, but IT was the new entrant into the world. So people started using IT as a service. Say for example, if I take the same vehicle or travel example, from steam engine to the second version or the industry 2.0, the train or bus or car or flight, people started booking through online. People started booking, like using computers while they are traveling. People started sending emails, chat. So all these things happened in the industry 3.0. The industry 4.0 is what currently we are going through, and also I mean, like the industry 5.0 also it's emerging. So this is where some fundamental changes or disruptive changes are happening. So this is one side of the story, where artificial intelligence takes the lead, and because of artificial intelligence, machines are given data sets. Machines are learning or made to learn and made to think, made to act. Then subsequently, we attach robotics or Internet of Things or various other things to this particular knowledge base created by human, transferred to the machine. That is called artificial intelligence. So artificial intelligence, people say that can be the fourth revolution. It is not maybe an extension of, or the industry 4.0, 5.0 is one level of incremental evolution is happening. But as a whole, like how the basic cognitive revolution happened, how the basic agriculture revolution happened, how the basic industrial revolution happened, this artificial intelligence driven world is going to be the fourth revolution, they say. People are cribbing about Tamil Nadu is not having labor force. That is the order of the day. That is the natural evolution. We are far ahead compared to many other states. The evolution of mankind is going toward brain-based, intellectual-based, work culture or working models. This new change, because of the new technological developments, new business models, there are umpteen number of opportunities are emerging. So that is what many of us, even that the same thing I spoke in that technology conference. It's a conference of AI professionals. So many of us, missing observing these opportunities around us. So 10, 15 years or even 20, 25 years back, starting a business is very, very difficult. Only people with great money power and some kind of a family lineage of business, they can only think of business. But now the opportunities are very, very high. Steve Jobs used to say, people are calling me innovator or a highly innovative person, great achiever, developer of new products, creator and all. He used to say, I'm really embarrassed to listen that people calling me innovator. What I am doing is, I am identifying some dots and connecting those dots in a harmoniously synchronized way. I am repeating, I could able to identify some dots and I am connecting that in a harmoniously synchronized way. தமிழ்ல சொல்லணும்னா ஒரு அழகான ஒத்திசைவில் புள்ளிகளை இணைக்கிறேன். அவ்வளவுதான் நான் பண்றது. Is what Steve Jobs says. And I think like the future belongs to us, the state of Tamil Nadu. We are far ahead with many other states, and we also wanted to become a #1 destination in the globe for startups, for new innovation, for new technologies, and together we'll build a better state. Thank you so much.
உலக நாயகன் கமலஹாசன் சாரோட ஒரு படம், அதில் வந்துட்டு ஒரு பாட்டு இருக்கு, ராஜா கையை வச்சா அது ராங்கா போனதில்லை. ஐ வுட் ஜஸ்ட் ரீஃப்ரேஸ் தட் அண்ட் சே, சிவராஜா சார் கையை வச்சா அந்த ஸ்டார்ட் அப் ராங்கா போனதில்லை. அமேசிங் ஆக்டிவிட்டீஸ் தமிழ்நாடு ஸ்டார்ட் அப் இஸ் டூயிங். All the very best, sir. To honor our chief guest for the day, I would like to call upon our member Shabbir Saab to respect our chief guest with a shawl, please. We would love to share what UEF is all about, and to do so, we have our director with whom I have a long association. So without further ado, I would like to call upon our director Sajid Saab to give a presentation on what UEF is all about and UEF initiatives. Over to you, sir. The floor is yours.
Assalamu alaikum, and a very good afternoon to all of you. UEF's, I would say, vision is to enrich community by encouraging entrepreneurs. But lately, UEF has taken, I would say in the last 4 to 5 years, we clearly have understood the potential of educational institutions in empowering entrepreneurs, the role of educational institutions in empowering entrepreneurs. Alhamdulillah, in UEF, we have more than 45 educational institutions who are members. So through this, we feel that, we can definitely empower and encourage many entrepreneurs, inshallah, from our community. So that's going to be the focus going forward. We have actually worked out a math, by which how much, let's say, UEF as well as our community can contribute to the economy. And there's a scientific, calculation to it. It is very simple, if you ask me, although it may seem complicated. If we are able to enable our community to work 50% more, that is, enable our businesses to perform, let's say if the growth of the economy is 8%, can our people grow by 12%? So I'm talking about not the volume, but only the growth. The delta should be another 50%. That can be done to various, let's say, activities that UEF will be conducting. So that's how we arrive at this number. So as you see, these are the key, I would say, activities of UEF. Well, economic enhancement is our core, I would say, core vision. Education and social development, again, they're very strong pillars of UEF. So why TN? Yeah, as you know, Tamil Nadu is the second largest economy in India and the most industrialized state. So the potential is here, to do whatever our vision is. So I would say we want to take advantage of the fact that Tamil Nadu is in a very strong position to become the startup capital as well. So with this, I seek your cooperation in, let's say, achieving this vision together. Thank you.
I think the forum is open for questions from members. So, yeah.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
United Economic Forumல சேர்ந்த குரூப்ல நான் ஒரு ஆள்.
Can we all give a big round of applause for the first member of UEF? Kaka, நீங்க அப்படியே அங்கே இருங்க. We would like to call upon our eminent member SNA Jinnah Saab to honor this special member with a shawl, please. Jinnah Saab, you can come this side, please. A big round of applause, please.
We are talking about the success of UEF. Mashallah, we had some wonderful events, and UEF would catalyst on the twin health irakatum, obesity summit irakatum. Everything came to UEF through the summits. So are we having any plans to conduct summits, events in the next few months? It's been high time. Last 3 years, I don't know. Inshallah, I'm looking forward to it.
The trade summits or the world summit, whatever it did, அதுதான் நம்மளை வந்து ஆக்சுவலாக யூஎஃப் ரொம்ப பிரபலப்படுத்திருச்சு. அதனால தான் நிறைய all the success stories have really happened. So definitely we did had a plan, but last year in the COVID அப்புறமா வந்து there was some setback. But inshallah 2024 next year we will definitely have it. Okay, and I would actually directors there பேசல. We should even take it to an international venue like Dubai மாதிரி இடத்துக்கு கொண்டு போயிட்டேன்னு சொன்னா கொஞ்சம் பெட்டரா இருக்கும். I think it will be really nice, you know.
சார் அப்துல் ராஃபி. இப்போ பார்த்தீங்கன்னா நான் வந்து ஒரு அம்பிள் பேக்ரவுண்ட்லேருந்து வந்து ஒரு 10-12 வருஷம் வியாபாரம் பண்ணுறதுக்கு பயங்கரமான ஸ்ட்ரகிள் பண்ணி தான் இப்போ லாஸ்ட் 2 இயர்ஸில் ஒரு டிரான்ஸ்ஃபர்மேஷன். இந்த மாதிரி வியாபாரம் பண்ண தெரியாத மக்களுக்கு நிறைய பேர் வந்து ஆர்வத்தோடு இருப்பாங்க. அவங்களுக்கு ஏதாவது ஒரு மென்டர்ஷிப் கொடுக்குற மாதிரியாத ஏதாவது ஒரு விஷயத்தை நம்ம முன்னெடுக்கலாம். ரெண்டாவது வெளிநாடுகளுக்கு வேலைக்கு போகிறவங்க எல்லாமே வந்து எந்த ஒரு கைடன்ஸ் இல்லாமல் தான் எல்லோரும் போகிறாங்க. ஸோ அந்த மாதிரியான ஒரு இனிஷியேட்டிவ் யூஎஃப் மூலமாக எடுத்தால் நல்லாயிருக்கும் அப்படின்ற மாதிரி ஒரு இது அந்த மாதிரி ஏதாவது பிளான் இருக்குமா அப்படின்றத கொஞ்சம் சொல்லுங்கள் நீங்கள்.
மென்டர்ஷிப்
அது மாதிரி இப்போது ஒரு ஃபார்மலைஸ்டாக பண்ணலை, பட் யூ கேன் அப்ரோச் எனி ஆஃப் அவர் ஆஃபீஸ் பேரர்ஸ் ஆர் யூனோ போர்ட் மெம்பர்ஸ் வந்து கண்டிப்பாக வில் புட் யூ ஆன் டு த ரைட் யூனோ பீப்புள் ஃபார் தேட். பட் இட்ஸ் எ வெரி குட் சஜஷன். இன்ஷால்லா அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு ஃபார்மலாக ஒரு advisory இது மாதிரி ஒன்று செட் பண்ணுவோம் இன்ஷால்லா. குட் சஜஷன்.
See, after every forum, our trade union summit, there had been lining up of so many entrepreneurs with a similar request like you. We'll formally examine and we'll try to do something.
Yeah. I think we already have in the tech committee we have a mentorship program where any of your questions regard to technology can be answered through Dr. Saab is there. Chairman of tech committee. So it's already happening.
So, Assalamu alaikum. As you, most of you might be knowing that we just started the tech committee in UEF about a year and a half old. Basically, we have two. We are aligning our activities, aligning to UEF vision. So, two major things that we are doing is one is what the brother was talking about. So, we are having an advisory committee where the members of UEF or even otherwise also, whoever wants any of the technology related advisory, okay, whether they have their own business or brick and mortar or whatever, so we are giving that. So we have a good track record. We have done multiple of those engagement. The second one is we are also helping the EIs. I mean, a lot of talk. We are talking about the innovation incubation center. So how tech can enable to do some of these things is also we are taking it up. These are the two major things that we are embarking through the tech committee. Thank you.
We are at the move of concluding. So to give the concluding remarks, I call upon the ex-RBI Director, Janab Sadaqatullah Sahab. Over to you, sir.
Assalamu alaikum. I have been at least attending half a dozen AGMs so far. This has been one of the very crisp and very nice one, and thanks to the chief guest who had very nicely put it that connecting the dots. And indeed, we have been, United Economic Forum has been really indeed connecting the dots. See, we started with that whatever the university, then this that is an educational institution, then that is we have that incubation center now. Now our sisters are participating in large numbers, so definitely we are having long plans for to have a women's link like our FICCI. So we are having, so all these things are getting linked one by one. So definitely that is the direction with which we are proceeding with. In fact, I have understood that in USA, the most of this development, all these things had happened because of that the close nexus between the university and the industry, supported by this venture capitalists and all that. So I at the outset welcome you all and thank you all for the patient hearing and waiting. And also last but not the least, I should thank our Ilyas Seth, who has not only presided over but also had donated this auditorium for us to conduct this meeting very compactly, very nicely, and all the sponsors and everybody. Alhamdulillah. Thank you very much. Please join us for the lunch. Thank you.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alhamdulillah. Hamdan yuwafi ni'ama wa yukafi mazida wa
Jaya He, Jaya 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 He.
Thank you all.